want to show people that no matter how bad you think you are, you can change, and God can do that for you. And yeah, your life can totally turn around. So, yeah. When I was 8, my parents got divorced, and I'm not exactly sure how that affected me, but I know it did affect me. And then when in 6th grade I came to Monte Vista, I still saw my dad like every other weekend, and until 8th grade, and that's when I like lost contact with him, and it was frustrating and it made me mad, but I didn't really talk about it. Yeah. My freshman year, I did all 3 sports, volleyball, basketball, and track, and I was just super focused on that and focused on academics, and that's kind of where I found my purpose. And I didn't really know where I stood with God because I had been taught that since like kindergarten. So I wasn't sure if I actually believed it or if it was just because I had been taught that's like what I was trained to think, kind of. In sophomore year, I made varsity volleyball, and I was on homecoming and I was having fun, and then volleyball ended and homecoming ended, and I didn't really know what to do. I was just kind of floating, so it gave me a lot of time to think, and I thought about myself and how I looked, and I mean, I had thought about it before, but not to that extent, like obsessing. And then I wanted to lose weight, and so I was like, oh, I should just stop eating. And it like escalated into counting calories and restricting them, and then I got like really sad, and I started cutting to alleviate that. And then the summer before junior year, my eating habits became more, I don't want to say odd because they were odd in the beginning, but more extreme, where I would eat a lot for like a whole day, and then for a few days I would not really eat anything. And then I began throwing up when I ate a lot, and I was still cutting and stuff, and I think throwing up happened partially to relieve anxiety, because it did. Same with the cutting, but I don't really know where the anxiety stemmed from. It was just from like everything. I had been going to a psychologist, and I didn't think it really helped because I just would go and talk about my issues and then go home and then do them. Towards the end of junior year, I started doing things that I never thought I would ever do, and I was just trying to find things to escape my own thoughts and feelings, because nothing that I was doing was really working. I talked to Nikki about it, and she told me that I should talk to Mr. Davis, and I was like, no, and then she was like, but you have to, and so I did. So Mr. Davis asked me if I was a Christian, and I said, I don't know. He told me that I had to figure it out, and I was like, okay. And he told me to give him an answer the next day, and so it kind of like freaked me out a little. And I thought about it a lot, and the next day I went to him and I told him that I wanted to become a Christian, and so I did. That was pretty cool. About a month after, I still continued to do some of the behaviors that I was doing before, because I didn't believe that it could all change overnight. But I started going to youth group, and through my youth group there was a camp at a houseboat, and so Nikki and I went to that. And the speaker, Tim Riley, said on the second night, okay, we're surrounded by water. This is a perfect opportunity. Does anyone want to get baptized? And so I realized that I had a bunch of opportunities before to get baptized, but I never took it because I was just kind of pushing it away because I didn't think I needed to. And so there was this perfect opportunity, and so I took it, and I got baptized. And after that, like, my whole mindset changed. I've been told that my demeanor is different and lighter and happier, and I feel happier. I'm not just pretending, and I'm not like happy all the time, but I deal with my sadness differently by praying about it instead of relying on myself. And I don't, like, when I look at the mirror, I don't focus on all the bad things, or I try not to. And I try not to even like focus on what I look like. I just check to make sure there's nothing crazy going on there. And yeah. Becoming a Christian took my identity from losing weight and placed it in God, and it took my focus off myself, which I had been doing my whole life, and placed it on God. And so I didn't really have to worry about myself because I'm not focused on myself. I know that a lot of people have gone through similar or even the same things that I have. And I've been in the place where I want to just shut everyone out, and I don't want to hear anything that has to do with getting better. But here I am, better. And so I just want people to know that, like, your whole mindset can change with God, and it can happen drastically.